Okay, let's now talk about yung two remaining applications of integral calculus, which is moment of inertia and work. So I'll do two examples for each. Let's start with the moment of inertia. So yung moment of inertia ay sometimes tinatawag din natin siyang are also called as second moment of area kasi yung centroid is the first moment of area. Then the moment of inertia is your second moment of area. So for example, you have a graph or an area. Let's say for example, this one. Okay. I'll draw here. Say for example, this one. Then meron kayong boundary. Of course, kukuha kayo dyan ng strip ulit. For example, kukuha kayo ng strip. Or magdodraw kayo ng strip ulit dyan. Let's say this is your strip. Of course, that is your area, differential area. And then, if you want to get yung moment of inertia niya, by the way, yung moment of inertia, usually ginagamit natin siya sa structural. And this is the resistance of a surface area to bending. So, let's say this is your centroid. If you want to get the moment of inertia with respect to x-axis, this is your x-axis. With respect to this, so dito nyo siya ibe-bending, yung magiging moment arm niya ay y. And of course, you will bend it or i-moment nyo siya with respect to x-axis yung area niya. Therefore, if you want to get the moment of inertia with respect to x-axis, this will be second moment of area. So, twice nyo siya i-multiply sa kanyang moment arm. And this is dA. So, since this is a differential area kasi lalakad yung strip nyo dyan, kaya tayo mag-i-integrate din. So, same concept. A little bit the same concept do sa area nyo, imo-moment nyo lang siya. Kapag ka with respect to x-axis, that's yung moment arm nyo is y. That's the perpendicular distance. And this is from A to B. That is your limit here and in here. This is your A and this is your B. Next one, kapag ka naman syempre moment of inertia with respect to x-axis, of course, ang magiging moment arm nyo dyan ay yung x. So this is now integral from A to B ng x squared naman to dA. Ayan. Okay, so let's try. And of course, syempre, yung dA na yan, kapag ang strip nyo, of course, horizontal, dy yan. Kapag ang strip nyo, vertical, of course, dx yan. So, we'll see. Kapag ka nag-example tayo. Let's take a look at this first example. Okay, kunin ko to yung number 21 tsaka number 22. Okay, I'll paste it here. Let's try this first example. Faster to solve this compared sa centroids. Mas mabilis tong isolve. What is the moment of inertia of the area in the first quadrant bounded by the curves y squared is equal to 4x, the x-axis, and the line x is equal to 1 with respect to the x-axis? So, copy natin to. Partition natin. And then, I'll paste it here. Tapos, saka natin i-draw. So, yung y squared is equal to 4x. That is a parabola opens to the right. And ang vertex niya ay obviously 0, 0. Yan. Opens to the right. Pero meron tayong two lines pa na included dyan. X-axis daw. So, ilagay natin to. Gawin ko siyang blue or violet kaya. Ito yung x-axis. X-axis. And sabi pa, ano pa isang line natin? X is equal to 1. Grabe no, ang liit pala niya. So, kapag kailangan natin i-zoom, Kasi ang mangyayari, ang magiging parabola nyo ay ganyan lang. And then, ang i-consider lang natin ay nasa first quadrant, which in this case, ito yun. Yan, sobrang liit, di ba? So, i-zoom ko siya dito. Kapag i-zoom ko siya, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. Ito yun. Tapos, meron kang line dito. Tapos, may line ka dito. Tapos, kukunin natin yung horizontal strip. Yan na. Of course, yung horizontal strip nyo, it can be vertical or horizontal kasi all throughout naman tatama yung important curve nyo, which yung ginagawa natin sa area. And in this case, this is your y squared is equal to 4x. Or, this is y squared over 4 is equal to x. Now, let's solve. Moment of inertia with respect to x, that's ix is equal to integral from a to b. This is from a to b. And of course, kapag ka horizontal yung limit nyo, horizontal strip nyo, di ba? If this is horizontal strip, okay. Para hindi confusing sa inyo, baguhin ko to ng letters. Kapag ka horizontal strip, gawin ko siyang C to D. This is from C to D. Ito yun. Yan, dalawa sila dyan, C to D tsaka A to B. Kapag ka A to B kasi vertical strip natin, di ba? Kapag ka horizontal strip, let's make it C to D. So, ang kailangan nating limit, since dito siya lalakad, pataas yung lakad niya, di ba? So, ang magiging limit nyo ay from here, dito, at saka dito. Or, katapat lang din naman na to yun, from here to here. Okay, this can be C, this can be C, kasi magkatapat lang sila. Kapag ka naman vertical strip, dito siya lalakad, di ba? So, ang limit nyo ay from A to B. Now, going back to our problem, kailangan natin to, yung limit na to. Kailangan nyo to, at saka ito. Let's make it yellow. This is your C, at saka this is your D. Ito yung origin. Yan yung origin. This is your y-axis. This is your x-axis. So, yung C, obviously, that's 0. Pero yung D, wala tayong D. Paano makukuha yung D? Simple lang. Since this is already x is equal to 1, this is already x is equal to 1, edi input nyo lang yung value ng x is equal to 1 para makuha nyo yung value ng y. So, kapag ka in-input nyo to, this will be y squared is equal to 4 times 1. Y will now be equal to square root of 4. And y will be equal to positive or negative 2. So, our point here is 1 and 2. Or 1, negative 2. The thing is, binase natin sa problem, sabi dito, first quadrant lang. First quadrant. So, kung nasa first quadrant lang, ay consider lang natin point ay 1, 2. So, ito palang point na to ay 1, 2. And this one is 0, 0. So, your limit becomes now from 0 to 2. Ang kinukuha natin yung limit nung pataas kasi nga lalakad dito yung horizontal strip nyo pataas. Okay? So, let's solve. If this is with respect to x, this is y squared times, kailangan function ng y. Ito na yun. Kaya sinolve for x natin siya. Input nyo dyan yan. This is y squared over 4. But the thing is, kagaya ng ginagawa natin sa area, meron tayong top minus bottom, right? Or right minus left. The thing is, yung strip natin, since this is horizontal, this is your x right, and this one is your x left. Ano ba ang x right na yan? Hindi ito. X is equal to 1. Ano ba ang x right natin? Edi yung function na to. Diba? Na kinonvert na natin in terms of y. So, this one will be, sulat ko dito, since horizontal strip, nunotan ko yan, since horizontal strip This becomes now x right minus x left dy. Therefore, yung moment of inertia with respect to x is equal to integral from 0 to 2 ng y squared times x right nyo, that is 1, minus, in terms of y, this is y squared over 4, and this is dy. Therefore, ix is equal to integrate. Imagine niyo kung yung mga calcu na allowed sa board exam, yung kagaya dati, yung inalis, yung walang integration, i-integrate nyo yan manually. Pero thankfully, okay na ngayon yung mga calcu. Pero dati may time pa na binawal siya. May integration. Times 1 minus fraction x squared. Of course, x pa rin ang gamit natin dyan. Pero, sa totoo lang, y dapat yan. Pero kasi, nung calcu natin, wala naman siyang dy yan. 0 at saka 2 equals. This is 16 over 15 or 1.067. This is 16 over 15 or 1.067. So, ayan na. This is your answer. For moment of inertia with respect to x-axis. And since, kung babalikan niyo yung formula natin, that is second moment of area. This is area. This is square. This is unit square. Unit square. This is also unit square or square units. So, ang magiging unit nyo dito ay units to the fourth. Since wala naman tayong unit dito sa integral calculus, sulat nyo na lang units to the fourth or fourth unit. Ayan na. Next, let's solve. Paano naman kapag nag-solve tayo with respect to y-axis? Ito yung problem number 22. Uy, meron kayong graph. Kailangan kayo mag-graph kasi may third degree curve kayo dyan. Hindi lang siya parabola kagaya ng usual na sinasolve natin. Okay. That's okay. Tuturuan ko kayo mag-graph niyan. Okay, mag-alala kasi hindi naman kailangan perfectly graph yan. Kailangan nyo lang ma-define yung limits nyo or yung boundaries kapag ka nag-graph niyan. And since meron kayo dyan mode table, hindi pala save. Copy and delete. Ito na. Okay, kunin muna natin yung Cartesian coordinate plane. Ang sabi dito, find the moment of inertia of the area bounded by y is equal to 0, f of x, and x is equal to 0, and then f of x is equal to x cubed plus 7x squared minus 5x plus 6 with respect to y-axis. Okay, let's plot it here one by one. Yung y is equal to 0, ito yun, x-axis yun. Kasi pinadadaanan niya yung y is equal to 0, kaya x-axis to. This is y is equal to 0. X is equal to 0, that is your y-axis naman. Kasi yan yung pinadadaanan ng x is equal to 0. This is y-axis or x is equal to 0. And then, f of x, yung f of x nyo, x cubed plus 7x squared minus 5x plus 6. So, ang gagawin ko, okay, ano kaya ang ibabound niyan? Kapag ka dinraw nyo, hulaan nyo, kailangan mag-assume kayo kung saan sa tingin nyo siya magpo-fall. First quadrant, second quadrant, or saan ba? Okay. Let's see. Wala pa siyang x is equal to something? Teka, check ko ngay given. Okay, sabi na merong kulang dito sa may problem. Kasama dyan yung x is equal to 20. Okay. So, ayan, kasama yan sa problem. Ilagay nyo yan sa problem. So, x is equal to 20. Let's assume that this is 17, 18, 19, 20. So, it's gonna be in here. Ayan. So, first quadrant talaga siya. magfo-fall. Let's say this is your x is equal to 20. And then, i-plot na natin. Since nasa first quadrant siya, madali lang yan. I-assume nyo yung mga points dito. Kunin nyo yung calcu nyo, mag-mode table kayo. Ang gagawin nyo sa mode table, ganito. Ganito mag-plot ng mga graph kapag ka using calcu. As a mode, table. Kunin yung table. I-input nyo dyan, syempre, yung f of x nyo. That is x cubed. Plus 7x squared. Minus 5x. Plus 6. Equals, mag-aano kayo niya ng start. Start tayo sa 0 kasi mag-start tayo sa origin. Equals, end kayo. 0 lang pala yun. Mag-start kayo sa 0. Mag-end kayo sa 20. Yun yung boundary niya, di ba? 0 to 20. And then, ang step niyan ay, let's say, ang step niyan ay 2. Kasi nyo to, 2. Ayan na. When x is equal to 0, y, f of x, that is your y, that is 6. So, i-plot natin mga points. When x is equal to 0, y is 6. F of x is your y. When x is equal to 2, 32 daw. So, mataas siya, no? Assume na lang natin. Hindi naman kailangan perfectly correct yan. Oh, so pataas pala siya, no? Wala ba siyang bababa? Let's say. Okay, parang medyo mataas siya masyado. Okay, ulitin ko to. Mo-mode ko ulit to. Mode. Wag na mag-mode. Ganito na lang. Input nyo yung function nyo ulit. That's x cubed. Kasi parang hindi siya correct. Minus 7. That's plus pala. Plus 7. X squared minus 5x plus 6. Calc nyo na lang. Calc. Start tayo sa 0. 6. Correct. Calc nyo ulit. 5. Dun tayo sa 5. 281. Oh, mataas talaga siya. Calc. Let's say 10. Oh, okay. So, mataas pala talaga siya. So, i-assume nyo na lang na pag increasing yung plot nyo. Since di naman kailangan yung perfect, i-assume nyo na lang na nandito siya, dito, dyan, dyan, dyan. Or kung gusto nyo naman pataas, gusto nyo naman pa ganyan. Tingin ko, sobrang taas ng graph niyan. So, pwede nyo siyang i-assume na pa ganyan na lang. Since hindi kakasya sa papel natin, let's just assume that this is your f of x, which hindi naman siya sobrang importante, kailangan nyo lang na magiging boundary. Ngayon, ang tendency niyan, kailangan nyo ng limit, di ba? Kagaya ng ginagawa natin, since inassume nyo siya, hindi nyo pwedeng hulaan to. At saka ito. Ito, alam nyo, this is 0 at saka 6. Pero ito, hindi nyo to alam. This is 20, yes, pero hindi nyo to alam. Ang gagawin ko, gagamit ako ng vertical strip para define na agad yung limits nyo. Ito yung vertical strip nyo. Ito yung kanyang centroid most probably. So, ang magiging limit nyo na ngayon ay this is from 0 to 20. And since vertical strip yan, dito siya lalakad, di ba? Kaya definitely, ang magiging limit nyo, 0 at saka 20. Hindi naman yung nasa itaas na to. Hindi naman yan. Ginamit natin yung nasa itaas kanina. Why? Kasi this is a horizontal strip. Unlike to this one, this is a vertical strip. So, sige. Solve tayo. I sub y is equal to the integral of x squared with respect to x-axis yung kukuhanin nyo. I mean, with respect to y-axis. Kaya ito, x yung moment arm niya. X squared ng this one is a top minus bottom. Diba? This is y top minus y bottom ng area nyo. And this is dx. Therefore, I sub y is equal to integral. This is from 0 to 20 ng x squared times yung y top nyo. That is your function of x. Ito yun. So, x cube, ilagay nyo na. X cube plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 6 minus yung y bottom nyo which is y is equal to 0. So 0 lang to and then dx. Therefore, I sub y is equal to ang realization ko dyan dati, nung sinosolve ko pa ito, nung student din ako, mas mabilis itong isolve kesa sa centroids. Very direct ang kanyang. Direct din yung centroids, pero sa centroids kasi meron ko pang i-divide by 2, consider mo pa yung x at saka y. Pero ngayon, direct na siya. Integral of x squared, this is x squared times x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 6. Lipat. Huwag nyo na ilagay 0. This is from 0 to 20. And this is, ang laki na to, no? Medyo malaki to. This is x squared to the 5th power. Okay. Okay. Is the given correct? Check ko. Oh, 7. 7x squared minus 5. Kaya pala ang mali ang pagkakaplat natin. Okay. Pero that's okay. Okay. Ulit. Integral of. And then, i-check ko yung plot. Baka kaya, no? Mali yung pagkakalagay ko pala. Plus 7 pala to. 7x squared. 5 ako ng 5. Baliktad sila. Tama ba? Plus 6. Lipat-lipat. 0 to 20. Ayun. This is, let's recheck. 7x squared minus, okay, x cubed plus 7x squared. 7x squared minus 5x. Okay, this is correct. This is 14962 666.6667 units to the fourth. Units to the fourth power. I feel like kaya mataas yung graph natin kanina kasi nga iba yung ini-input ko, 14962 66667. Pero let's recheck syempre. So ayun na, ganyan kumuha ng moment of inertia with respect to x and with respect to y. I-recheck ko ngayon yung graph. I feel like kaya ang taas niya kasi baliktad yung ini-input ko. Ayan. Okay, recheck natin. Mode table kayo. Pagka ito gumana, then that's good. This is x cubed. Plus 7 pala to. Minus 5x pala to. Plus 6. Okay. Start 0 and 20 steps 2. Ayun. Also, increasing pa rin siya. The same lang, no? Okay, so okay na yun pala. So, assumption, yung naging graph natin dyan, which is totally fine. Perfectly fine. Kasi, ang ginamit naman natin boundary ay from here to here. Ang mangyayari lang kapag ka nag-horizontal strip ka, just in case na, for example, naging applicable dito yung horizontal strip, ang mangyayari lang, yung 20, x is equal to 20, input nyo lang to dito. Makukuha nyo yung value ng y. Okay? Or yung nandun sa table din natin, kagaya na to. Yun. X is equal to 20, so yung y nyo, 10,706. Which in this case, hindi siya applicable kasi nga, with respect to y, yung moment of inertia natin. Okay, let's now proceed dito sa last application, which is yung work. Ang general formula ng work in physics ay W is equal to work is equal to yung force na in-exert nyo or yung effort times yung distance. Ngayon, two possible scenarios ang makikita nyo dyan usually kapag ka board exam review, which dalawa lang yan, yung madalas yung spring at saka yung merong pinapump na water. Let's start with the spring. Spring. Kagaya na to. For example, meron kayong spring. Tapos hinila nyo ngayon. Hinila nyo. Hihilahin nyo. Definitely, magiging ganyan siya. Mag-extend yan, di ba? So, yung spring, meron siyang originally length L. So, ito yung original length L niya. Magkakaroon siya ngayon ng extension na distance. Let's call this as your X. And sa spring, meron tayong tinatawag na spring constant, which is K. That is yung force over yung extended distance, which is yung X. So, multiplying, this will now be F is equal to Kx. Yun ngayon yung i-input nyo dito sa work. Therefore, yung work nyo kapag kino-consider nyo ay spring, this will be F times D. Work will be equal to Kx times D. Which in this case, of course, yung dx nyo, yung work nyo, differential yan kasi we are considering yung integral calculus. This is differential work and differential x kasi hindi definite yung distance nyo. So, kapag ka-integrate nyo yan, both sides, this will now be w is equal to k integral ng x dx, and this is from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Ano yung x sub 1 tsaka x sub 2 na yan? Yung original length at tsaka yung new length. We'll try. Ito yung formula or yung derivation kapag ka-work in terms of spring. Very common yan. Sobrang common yan, yung spring na yan. So, itry natin. Sabi dito, nilagay ko ba siya? Ayun. Find the work done in stretching a spring of natural length of 10 centimeters from 12 centimeter to 15 centimeter. Assume a force of 8 Newton is needed to hold it at length of 12 centimeter. Kunin ko yan, number 23. Ang tip ko na ibibigay kapag ka-work ang nire-review nyo, kabisa tandaan nyo lang lagi yung force is equal to work is equal to force times distance. And then yung force, yung lagi effort na exert nyo. In this case, sa spring, since we are talking about spring, yung effort na in-exert nyo, syempre, yung pagkakahila nyo dyan. Diba? Pagka naman volume na pinapump yung water, we'll talk about that later. Basta dito, eto, wala siyang effort eh. Original length yan. Pero dito, since hinila mo siya, ang work niyan yung stretch distance. Kaya siya naging ganito. So, let's solve this. So, find the work done in stretching a spring of a natural length of 10 cm from 12 cm to 15 cm. Assume a force of 8 Newton is needed to hold it at a length of 12 cm. So, yung spring nyo daw, originally, meron siyang length na 10 cm lang. Ngayon, hihilahin nyo daw siya ng 12 cm una. So, hanggang 12 cm. And then, i-extend nyo pa siya hanggang, this is 10 cm. Tapos, i-extend nyo siya ng 12 cm initially. Tapos, i-extend nyo pa siya ng 15 cm. Yeah. This is 10 originally. This is 10 cm. Tapos, in-stretch nyo pa siya. From 12, in-stretch nyo pa siya ng 15 cm. 5 to. Ayan. So, ngayon, ano yung x sub 1 at saka x sub 2? Yung x sub 1 at x sub 2, initial distance nyo na na-stretch is from 10 cm to 12 cm. So, subtracting it, you'll get 2 cm. Yung x sub 2 nyo naman, yung final distance nung effort nyo or stretch, that is from 15 cm. And then, babawasan natin yung 10 cm as the original length. This is now 5 cm. Ayun na. Tandaan nyo, yung x sub 1, that is your initial limit, and then yung final limit nyo, hanggang dun lang siya. Initial limit, in-stretch nyo siya initially by this distance, and then yung final limit, hanggang saan siya na-stretch totally. So, this is x sub 2, at saka x sub 1. And then, of course, yung k natin, kailangan to, since ang formula natin ay W is equal to F times distance. Kahit hindi nyo to actually medyo tandaan, kasi madederive nyo pa rin yan all throughout ng problem. And then yung force, alam natin that force is equal to Kx. Ano yung K natin? That is your constant. So substituting it here at W is equal to Kx times T. This is very straight forward kapag na-derive nyo na siya. So, we now have Kx, D. And of course, yung D na yan, yun yung pabago-bago. So, hindi definite yan. So, that's why we will make this as differential work is equal to Kx ng differential x for distance. Ito na. Integrating both sides, you now have W is equal to K integral ng x and then dx. Yung limit nyo is from 2 cm to 5 cm. Ang tanong, ano ngayon yung k na yan? Deriving this, you will have f over x is equal to k. And ano ba yung k na yan? Since minention sa problem, meron tayong 8 Newton as your force. Substituting 8 over. Yung distance nyo, it says here, assume a force of 8 Newtons. Yan na pala yung clue eh. 8 Newtons, this is your f, is needed to hold it at a length of 12 cm. So, yung magiging x nyo ay, this is 12 cm minus original length, which is 10 cm. Hindi yung 15. Kasi, ang tanong dyan, assume a force. Ang clue dyan, assume a force of 8 Newton is needed to hold it at length of 12 cm. So, this is 2 cm. So, force, that is 8 over 2. K is equal to 8 over 2. Substituting it here, work is equal to, this is 4 na lang to, integral from 2 to 5 ng x dx. Therefore, work done is equal to, input nyo sa calcu yan, input natin. Sige. That is integral 4, pwede naman nasa loob yan, or nasa labas, x, yan na. And then, input nyo, this is from 2 to 5, equals, this is 42. Therefore, this is 42 newtons cm. This is your final answer. And sometimes, nire-require tayo na i-convert yan sa joule. Paano i-convert to sa joule? Ganito lang. So, W is equal to 42 newton cm. Ang joule natin ay equivalent sa newton meter. So, i-convert nyo lang yan. W is equal to 42 newton cm times 100 cm equivalent to 1 meter. So, cancel to. Tsaka to. Therefore, work done on this problem sa spring ay 42 over 100. That's 0.42 joule. Okay. Ayun na. So, basically, ang nangyayari dito sa problem, ginamit natin yung 12 cm and 15 cm sa pag-compute ng limit since doon nyo siya i-stretch sa distance na yon. And again, to get that, you have to consider yung original length lagi. That's from 2 to 15. Kumbaga kasi, ito yung differential distance niya. This is 12 mark, di ba? Sa kabila. Ito yung 12 mark niya, and this is your 15 mark. 12th mark. And this is your 15th mark. Kumbaga kasi, ito yung differential distance nyo. Dito siya maglalaro, back and forth. This is your dx. Ayan. Kaya yun yung kinoconsider natin as limit. That is from 2 to 5. Hindi 12 to 15. Okay? And Kinonsider natin yung 12 centimeter again for the spring constant kasi yun yung condition. Assume a force of 58 Newton is needed to hold it at a length of 12 centimeter. So, nakuha natin yung K gamit yan. Okay? Let's now proceed do sa last work naman, which is a very common one ulit. Kapag ka naman pump. Ito naman yung isa, this is kapag ka may pinapump. Bali ang mangyayari dyan, kapag ka may pinapump, of course, merong cylinder yan. Usually, merong cylinder yan. Kapag ka cone, dalawa kasi yan eh. Kapag ka cone, same concept lang yan. Ang magiging kaibahan lang, minsan ipapakuha sa inyo, kailangan nyo gumamit ng ratio and proportion. Pero overall, same concept sila. Gamitin natin yung general concept of this. Of course, meron kayong cylinder dyan. Ang force is still, ang work is still force times distance. In this case, kapag ka meron kayong pinapump, ganito ang mangyayari dyan, di ba? Ganito yan eh. Lalabas yan dito. Pinapump. So, ang work, for example, this is your surface lang. Ito ang surface nyo. Magkakaroon ng strip dyan, of course. Since differential yan, differential work yan, tataas or bababa to, di ba? Ang force, kapag kami kinoconsider tayong liquid, natatandaan niyo yung specific gravity is equal to force over volume. Ito yun. Kung sa spring, yung effort ay lumalabas doon sa spring constant, dito lumalabas siya sa specific gravity. So this time, multiplying F will now be equal to specific gravity nung liquid times yung volume. So substituting it here, work will now be equal to specific gravity times volume times yung distance. Ayan na. This will now be differential work kasi pwede siyang magpabalik-balik is equal to the specific gravity of liquid. Differential volume yan kasi sometimes cylinder siya, sometimes pwede siyang cone. So, differential volume yon times of course yung differential distance nyo or yung h times h. Constant naman yung h niyan. So, ang differential dyan ay volume. Integrating both sides, work will now be equal to a specific gravity of liquid times yung h and then differential volume. And of course, yung limit nyo, yung magiging limit nyo is from this mark, let's say y sub 1 and then y sub 2. Kung saan siya maglalaro or lalakad. Lalakad yan dito. Okay, let's try. Ito yung inyong reference. Ako, minimemorize ko ba yan dati nung nag-aaral ako? Hindi. Dinederive ko siyang ganyan. Ang palatandaan ko lang dyan kapag ka may spring constant. Kapag ka may pinapump, specific gravity ng volume. And from there, madederive ko na siya. So, let's try yung problem number 24. Sa sobrang dami nyo class na i-memorize, I do not recommend memorizing, lalo na sa math. Mas maganda mag-derive sa math. Sa structural, sa HGE, yon kailangan nyo doon mag-memorize. Kaya doon nyo ilaan yung pag-memorize or yung space ng mga brains nyo. Dito, pwede natin siyang i-derive. Find the work done in stretching. Oh, not this one. 24. How much work is required to pump all the water from a right circular cylinder tank 9 feet tall and 8 feet in diameter if it is emptied at a point 1 foot above the top of the tank? Okay. So let's draw it first. Very direct ang problem. So, draw nyo to. Ang sabi, ipapump nyo siya, pero 1 foot above the tank pa din. Ganyan siya eh. Ganyan ang mangyayari dyan. So, ipapump nyo siyang ganyan. Di ko alam kung saan nyo nilalagay yan. Pero ang condition, above daw nung tank, 1 foot pa to. Okay. And then, 9 feet tall. This is 9 feet tall. And then, yung diameter is 8 feet. And again, ang dapat by now, kabisado nyo na yung volume ng cylinder. Area ng base, that's pi r squared times the height. Okay. Let's use our work. Sabi dito, ano yung liquid natin? Water. This is H2O. So, ang specific weight pala. Baka sinabi ko specific gravity. Specific weight ng water nyo, this is in feet. So, this is 62.4 pound per feet squared. Cube. Force divided by volume. Okay. Feet cube. Hindi siya in metrics kasi naka-feet siya. So, English unit yung gagamitin niya. That's 62.4 pound per cubic feet. Okay. Now, let's use our work. Work is equal to, ito yun. Kung gagamitin niyo yan, this is specific weight ng liquid integral ng H times dV. And ang dV nyo, palitan nyo na siya. Work is equal to, this is 62.4 integral. Ang unit nyo, since ipapump nyo yung water, this is from 0 to 9. For you to see it clearly, gagawa ako dito ng disk or yung strip na tinatawag natin. Lagi yung tatandaan na kapag nag-i-integrate ng application, may kino-consider tayo laging strip. Ito yung disk natin. Let's say this is your disk. Maglalaro yan dito from 0 to 9. Dito lang naman siya eh. Diba? This is from 0 to 9. Ngayon yung volume natin, of course, volume ng strip. This is pi r squared. Ano ang r natin dito? Ito ang r. 20 kulay. Ito ang radius natin, di ba? Ang radius natin, that is equal to 4. Constant yan. Hindi naman mababago yan eh. Kahit tumaas or bumaba pa yung strip nyo. Pi r squared times yung h or thickness. In this case, this is dy. So, therefore, ang volume pala natin ay pi r squared dy times yung height pa. Times yung h pa na to. Kasi differential volume pa lang yan. Times yung h. Expanding further, this will be W is equal to 62.4. This is from 0 to 9 kung saan maglalaro yung strip nyo. It's from 0 to 9. Pi. Yung R nyo, that is 4 squared dy. And then yung H nyo dyan, dito na tayo magkakatalo. Yung H nyo dyan ay sabi, extended daw ng 1 foot above. Since dito kayo nag-start, ito yung surface ng water nyo, tapos ipapump nyo siya out of that. So, in total, this is 10. In total, this is 10 feet. Di ba kasi may additional 1 feet kayo dito? Ano yung y na to? This is your height kasi eh. Yung height na to from surface nung water or nung liquid hanggang kung saan nyo siya ipapump. Therefore, yung h na to, that is 10 minus, ito kasi yung y nyo. This is your y.